guys, I'm going to solve problems relating trigonometric functions as part of our midterm exam in Math 13K under Engineer Christian Faith Crieta. We are in problem number 2. The problem is the quantity of tangent y plus cotangent y multiplied by cotangent y is equal to cosecant squared y. So again, first step is we will substitute the values in terms of sine and cosine. Now, the ratio identity for tangent y is equal to sine y over cosine y. And the value or the ratio identity of cotangent y is equal to cosine y over sine y. And we also substitute here, so it's the same with here, so cosine y over sine y, which is equal to cosecant squared y. Now, the next thing we will do is that we will find their common denominator. So since they have different denominator, we will just combine them. So we have cosine y times sine y. So cosine y times sine y divided by cosine y is equal to sine y multiplied by sine y. So we have sine y multiplied by sine y plus cosine y multiplied by sine y divided by sine y. We have cosine y, so we just multiply cosine y here to the cosine y in the numerator. So we have cosine y times cosine y. So you just put a bracket and a bracket here and then copy this one, cosine y over sine y, which is equal to cosecant squared y. Now we arrive with equation number 3. This is equation 2 and equation 1. Now, all we have to do is perform the operations here. So we have sine y multiplied by sine y is equal to sine squared y plus cosine y multiplied by cosine y is equal to cosine squared y over the denominator, which is cosine y times sine y. Again, we just put a quantity here, then copy this one, cosine y over sine y is equal to cosecant squared y. This is our equation number 4. Okay. Looking at this equation number 4, we observe that sine squared y plus cosine squared y has a Pythagorean identity. So, by definition, the Pythagorean identity for sine squared y plus cosine squared y is equal to 1. Therefore, we just substitute 1 here. So we have 1 over cosine y times sine y. Then copy this one, cosine y over sine y, which is equal to cosecant squared y. Then, this is our equation number 5. So, going to equation number 6, 1 over cosine y times sine y multiplied by cosine y over sine y is equal to cosecant squared y. Now, we have to cancel cosine y here and cosine y there, leaving us with 1 over sine squared y, which is equal to cosecant squared y. Now, the problem is, how do we get the value or the equivalent value of 1 over sine squared y? So, by definition, the ratio identity for cosecant squared y is equal to 1 over sine squared y. So since 1 over sine squared y is equal to cosecant squared y, therefore we arrive with cosecant squared y is equal to cosecant squared y, which is true. So, going back to our problem, tangent y plus cotangent y quantity multiplied by cotangent y is equal to cosecant squared y. Therefore, this equation is true.